Deputies at the National Assembly on Monday supported the motion for the repeal of anti-FGM laws in the Gambia following a controversial conviction and sentencing of some women who were found guilty of the practice. Now, female circumcision, tradition and cultural practice in the Gambia. But in 2015, former President Yahya Jammeh announced he was banning the practice in the country, which was later enforced into law. Here's more details of that in this report. On Monday, the National Assembly member for Badebo Central raised a concern about the banning of FGM in the country, suggesting that the practice should be a matter of choice instead of organizing people and bringing them before courts. Honorable Saho indicated that female genital mutilation should be a matter of individual choice rather to be banned. He further indicates that FGM has been in practice for many years ago, having connection with traditional and cultural beliefs.
The practice has both cultural and religious dimension and has been practiced since time immemorial, handing down from one generation to another generation. Decades ago, there were activists who launched campaigns against the practice with the support of non-governmental organizations. The advocacy continues to highlight the negative outcomes, but the proponents and those practicing FGM also advanced certain advantages until when the former president Yahya Jammeh made a pronouncement in his hometown, Kanilai, to ban the practice. The pronouncement was followed by an act or enactment of a legislation by this humble assembly to criminalize the act of FGM or female circumcision.
Other lawmakers, including the members for Lati Kunda Sabiji, Kian West, Brikama South, and nominated member Fatoumata Jawara, all submitted against the banning of FGM. The National Assembly member for Fonyi Brefet, Honorable Ami Koli, who said she was speaking on behalf of her people, said they do not support the law preventing them from practicing female circumcision. Honorable Koli further indicates that it's embarrassing to stand before the Assembly and talking against circumcision, which she said is a secret of women.
I'm ashamed to stand here in this August Assembly of the Gambia to talk about circumcision, to talk about the secret of women, to talk about the Islamophobians, the people who are standing to ban Islamic, the people who are fighting our religion. I am ashamed to come here to talk about this kind of things in this August Assembly. Honorable Speaker, I am speaking with the voice of the people of Fonyi Berefet and Gambia at large. My people said they don't like the idea of banning female genital mutilation. What they want is that let this practice be neutralized. If any tribe want to practice circumcision, you do it. If you don't want to practice it, leave it, you are free.
Maimuna Sise, a nominated member, also raised concern about the repealing of FGM law in the country, saying it has been in practice for a long time.
This practice has been existing in this country for quite a long. Whoever feel like it's your right and your religious to do it, perform it. And the law has been in this country, but the practice never get anybody into trouble. Why now? When the law started here, there has been some arrests, but there was no prosecution. Why now the prosecutions? Why now? We want the justice also to come out and tell us why now. The implementation to be started at the regime of this current government. There is a political suicide in death. I am not supporting it. If whoever feel like you wanna practice it, you have well and good, go ahead with it. Whoever doesn't want it, please take a loss here. This is our religion, it's our culture. We all go through it, and we cannot come against our own principles or our own laws. Traditional, every human soul in this world has their own tradition. Even in the West, they have their own tradition, which nobody can take away from them.
According to reports, the history of FGM is not well known, but the practice dated at least 2,000 years. It is also said to be a religious practice since the time of Prophet Muhammad. Since a large number of the parliamentarians are in against of the banning of FGM, they are now calling for a private member bill to repeal the law.